What is it to get this potential out? Actually, we should seek the best in ourselves. If I say that, maybe you can think about how come it be? I mean, are there different ourselves inside? There are so many potentiality, possible future scenarios for all of us. Some of them are better, some of them are worse, with right decisions, right actions, or wrong decisions and wrong actions. But one of them is the best. So we should seek the best in ourselves, actually. In fact, this is not a seeking process, obviously. It's a making process. So with our decisions, choices, and actions, we make our lives, actually. As I said, on a personal level, on a corporate level, it's pretty much the same. Our purpose here is to find the potential within. American psychologist Abraham Maslow says that if you deliberately set out to be less than you're capable, you'll be unhappy for the rest of your lives.
Yüksekliğe kadar çıkan tek ekip biziz, 4 kişi. Çocuklar, ben. Ama fırtına sürekli devam ediyor. Bir kar mağarasında kaldık. Önümüzde dipek görünüyor. Bizim daha çok yemeğimizle yakınımız kaldı. Neyse artık gidiyoruz. Evet.
I know the storm has disturbed our ears, but with our choices, we may end up in a blizzard like that at 7,500 meters, and there would be no choice but to survive and somehow find a way to get away from there. Everest, First Work on Everest was my second book, and I started that book with this phrase in the beginning and on an empty page. Everybody wants to know, but only a very few are ready to pay the price. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to know, but there is a cost associated with that. So each one of us, once we set our goal in front of us, this is the question we should ask to ourselves and not make the first step without making sure that we are ready for that. It's very important to be determined in this life, but it's not a very strong blow at once. It's the belief to yourselves from the beginning to the end to be able to take care of all the difficulties and all the hardships with the first day's motivation and the first day's understanding. The power of determination comes from its continuity, and if we can use it properly, perseverance or determination brings superhuman powers to ourselves. It's a matter of discipline, actually, but it's not a hierarchical discipline, it's an inner discipline. For example, waking up early is a matter of discipline. Or after work for 3 days a week for 6 months on a row, going to somewhere to making sports or learning a language or getting a new ability is a matter of discipline. If you want to do this and can't for some reason, then we should turn back to ourselves and find a way what is wrong with our discipline. Because when there is no discipline, there is no productivity. And we would need courage as well. We should be courageous. But being courageous does not mean being fearless, but controlling the fears, our fears, and still being able to do what we have to do. Our courage is actually, we can tell it from our choices and actions related to it. And we need courage in this life because it makes us go further. Yes, we would need to be courageous, but we need to be cautious at the same time. Courage without being cautious would be dangerous. We should trust ourselves as well. Because if we don't trust ourselves, then others wouldn't be. If you don't believe ourselves, then others wouldn't be. Trusting yourself is to realize that we are limitless within our limits. If this is our limit, let's say, we could be able to do anything within these limits and some of the things above these limits. With this trust, we could go further. If you want something more than trusting ourselves, then it is creating a trusting environment. Because if we can have a trusting environment, then all these people which works with us will have their potential freely turn it into a real performance. Sustainability and continuity actually are the key and most important thing in life, I would say. For example, a good climber is not the one which makes one or two really dangerous and difficult climbs, and on the third one or the fourth one has got an accident or has really hurt himself severely. But the good climber is the one which is capable of doing hard and difficult climbs continuously. So we should always think about the sustainability and the continuity of our success. As hard and effective working actually is the key of success. All these slides that I showed to you today, all these subjects are pretty much same with all these successful people and successful corporations. But if you want to take one thing which definitely all share together, it is this one: hard and effective working. To get to real success, you should be able to do that.